Yo, 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 this is Hero Zone X200, and we're back for another really important, serious discussion going on with PlayStation. I'm really serious right now. This is really a big topic that we all need to be discussing. And it's about Jim Ryan. Now, I know that Xbox ever come with this ABK deal. They won the acquisition, and everyone seemed happy about it. There's a lot of things I gotta say in my mind, and I always want to talk. I wanted to talk about it since Monday. It's Wednesday now, so let's get on with this because I think people like to over exaggerate things, and I find out I actually something hit me when I was watching Marlon Gaming Nation news about PlayStation not producing much games, and I'm about to get on that for a second because I think I know the reason why. Actually, I thought I was tripping, but I'll get to that point in a second. Now, we all know that Phil Spencer was y'all know what Phil Spencer was very happy that they won that. Microsoft. They won Microsoft. Yay! Happy about all that. Then we got some bunch of Xbox fanboys saying, "Let's buy up all these companies. Let's buy up all these companies." Let's start with Sega next, y'all. I'll be realistic to you. They're not gonna buy no Sega. If they want to, they can just ask them. But that's not how business works. Y'all gotta look up how business works. You can't just buy a company. That's like someone buying your house that not ready to sell. That's not how it works. Like you literally have to knock on someone on the door and say, "Hey, I'd like to buy your house." You can't just say, "Oh, I want to buy your house." No, you can't. You can't just do that unless they have it up for sale. The thing about Activision that people seem to forget, Activision has they had their company on sale for a long time now, and then some Microsoft took advantage and bought it. The reason PlayStation didn't bought it because they don't have the money to afford it. So once Microsoft bought it, Sony on the other hand they were afraid because most of the statistics dang, I'm saying the wrong words. According to statistics, there's a lot more quality players on PlayStation than on PC and Xbox. And without that, they're scared that PlayStation could be, the downfall. And the downfall of like, oh, no one's not going to go on our consoles anymore. No one's not going to be playing games on our consoles. They shouldn't worry about no Call of Duty, man. They should not be worried about no Call of Duty. They have a lot of things going on. But, Call of Duty ain't one of them. Like, I know they have to worry about Crash, they have to worry about Spiral and all that. Yeah, but like I said, people need to learn how stuff works because people say, "Oh, they should buy up Sega." Y'all, Sega's not for sale. They almost bought them because Sega almost agreed to it. Let me make sure I heard everyone loud and clear. They almost agreed to it. They did not agree to it. Like I said, you can't just go up and say, "Hey, you're mine." No, that's not how business works, y'all. Yet, unless you have unless you have a pitchfork that says "Bam" for sale, then they're not gonna buy you. That's not how. They don't come up and say, "Hey, I got money. I'll come with me, buy." That's not how it works. Let's be realistic now. That's not how shit works. And y'all gotta be realistic on this one. You cannot buy Square or Capcom either. Not even Capcom. Capcom's not up for sale. Square Enix is not up for sale. Sega is not up for sale. Sega almost said yeah. From what I heard from people while looking this up, they said no. Could have turned it down. So I'm guessing that they didn't like what they had said, and they probably didn't like what Microsoft had to say about all this. Because like I said before, I'm guessing that some people that work for Sega probably have a family that loves to play games on PlayStation. You don't know. Probably that. I'm trying to say, and just to clear things up in the air, they're making money anyway. They're making all these third-party companies are making money from all consoles. It shouldn't be about that, and I think people forget about that. And I think, like I said before, I think Phil Spencer was not. I think Phil Spencer attention when he first talked about the ABK deal and say, "Oh, he's not gonna remove PlayStation." I'm sorry, not remove Call of Duty away from PlayStation. That was not his intention to take it off in the first place. But Sony got greedy. He say, or not greedy. Sorry, stubborn and desperate, trying to stop the deal going through. And that was them. They put their hand in the cookie jar, and Microsoft say, "Hey, why are they trying so hard?" Well, you got them thinking like, "Why Sony got trying so hard? We're not trying to be like them, but we're trying to be good as them." So so now they kind of like have all the games that we could have. Yeah, I want a PlayStation, but still, y'all. Another thing is, get this straight. I want everyone to start thinking about this for a second. Xbox have a lot of money in the bank. They can buy a lot of things, but they can't, like I saying, they can buy a lot of studios they want to and get agreed to them. But I think, like I'm saying, I think all of them games are time exclusive. I think majority of the game could be time exclusive, but just because they say it's exclusive doesn't mean, like that's what a lot of people say might, because it's all up to Phil Spencer and all of us up to Phil Spencer company to say, hey, should we make this go to Nintendo and PlayStation, or no, we should make it exclusive for PC and Xbox. They're not gonna say, "Oh, screw it, let's make Xbox and PC all of that." No, they will say that, but not. I think it's not all majority of games are not going towards all that. It could be time exclusive. You never know. But I want everyone to know that that's not how business works. You cannot just take a company and say, "Ha, everything's good." And I know y'all could say something about PlayStation, but here's the thing between Microsoft and PlayStation. Microsoft buys companies. PlayStation buys studios from companies, and then they give them the funds and make a game. They call investments. You have to invest what y'all have when y'all purchase. But like I said before, but like I said, I think Microsoft buying companies are trying to invest it on Game Pass, and that's what I'm seeing. But now this video ain't really about Xbox acquisition and everything. It's about PlayStation, and this grinds my gears, and I'm gonna tell you, golf, like right now, I've been a PlayStation guy ever since I've been alive. I think my first PlayStation console was the PlayStation, and my first game was on PlayStation was Spyro the Dragon. I remember that I have a PS2, PS3, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Wii U, 3DS. I'm saying like how many consoles I have right now, coming right now. You guys know. But y'all, what's going on with PlayStation? And when I watched Marlon Gaming Nation, everything he said was correct, and it hit me. I tried to figure out what happened to these games. Like, back then when they had PS2, PS3, even PS1, all the games were hitting. All the games were hitting. All the exclusives were great. Everyone had something to be happy about. We had and I didn't like, why is Sony so want to get the Xbox? Why do you want Call of Duty so much? They really don't need Call of Duty. Nintendo doesn't really need Call of Duty either. And they really are fine without them. They really are fine without Call of Duty. They really fine with whatever Microsoft giving them. They fine without it. Third party support, okay. But they fine without Call of Duty. They have their own shooter, Splatoon. That thing prints money. What does PlayStation have? And the multiplayer side. I'm trying to think right now. I don't know. Well, There's Destruction All Stars, new IP, but is it good? I don't know. That's all I know. That's the only new thing I know. That's the only new thing I know. PlayStation. My God. The PS5. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I love the PS5. I love PlayStation. But something changed during the PS4 going to the PS5. When you look at PS1, yes, we got the games. PS2, oh, they cooking now. PS3, oh, we thought you guys were bad, but y'all killing it out here with the multiplayer games. PS4, hey, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. PS5. That's it. Where y'all games at? Xbox already showed. Like, I know y'all see a couple videos ago. I had did a little thing about going back on Marlon, about his Xbox. Now I think he finally admits that now, because I heard him say that one time. He said the Xbox Showcase was bad. He said Xbox Showcase was terrible, but he only, like I said, I heard his reasons why. Because they didn't show no gameplay, and nothing like no, and they didn't show no games that show the true potential of the Xbox Series X, which I think that's actually true. But I could have sworn he said true footage, but I don't know. But he did say the Xbox showcase was really good. And now look at PlayStation. I think they only show, if my memory serves correct, was six first party exclusive, but the rest of them was 23 third party. Xbox had a lot more first party than they showed with third party. That's a damn shame. We all trying to figure out why taking so long. And most people are saying that Sony is not showing majority of the games, or they're waiting for Microsoft to see what they do with the Call of Duty acquisition. I don't know. I think that's a bluff. I think they're bluffing. And something that hit me what Marlon has said. He say, where's the multiplayer games aspect? When it comes to single player, Sony dominates. Even though Microsoft has single player games too, but PlayStation dominates. Even Nintendo first party dominates. They dominate when it comes to first party, and Phil Spencer missed that. PlayStation's games are possibly better than Xbox. He missed that. Can't lie. But then we're trying to figure out, and I could have sworn I told you guys before, where we had the best single player studios in the world, right? PlayStation had the best studios in the world. And it come to my attention. I know I watch Marlon. I don't think Marlon knows, but I'm about to let him know. Y'all can let him know or tell me on this video. Y'all can highlight this video right now. Y'all can highlight my video and channel and tell me, hey, look right here. I think he's right about this. It's something that hit me. I remember something that he had said. He said we had the Killzone, the Warhawk, Starhawk, Twisted Metal, Mod Nation Races. I know you guys remember that. I remember that. PlayStation Home. I think more. What other games that was? What other games? I think I mentioned Killzone, Resistance. You know, other games, Mag. You know what I'm trying to say. We had the multiplayer back then on PS3. My thing is, I was like, where are the multiplayer games people were asking for? Single player games are nice, but where the multiplayer aspect of the side of the PlayStation? Besides Destruction All Stars, and that thing, and no one's not touching that. No one's not touching that game. And I never heard none of my friends touch that game yet. I don't know. People are not even on that game. People are on third party games right now. So something hit me. I'm gonna get to y'all right now. You can highlight this video and show it to Marlon, but I don't think Marlon knows. But I was tripping. I was tripping when I heard this. I say, I remember, I did my research, and I'm going to tell you right now. Back in 2021, this freaking pisses me off. And something has sparked me when I thought about it. Jim Ryan needs to get fired. Or step down. Jim Ryan is only there to maintain Sony financially. As a business. He's a businessman. He doesn't games like Phil Spencer. Phil Spencer interacts with his fans. Phil Spencer interacts with his fans. PlayStation ain't doing that. Nintendo, I can't lie, they do it some little in and there, but not as much as Phil Spencer and Xbox company. PlayStation doesn't do that. You can see Jim Ryan on Twitter say, "Hey, what do you guys want for next PlayStation?" No, none of that. But you guys gonna see why we didn't have no games like Killzone and other things. Because I remember, on the PS3 I grew up with the PS3, y'all. Majority of my time as a teenager, there was Mag, Wipeout. Some free to play games like there was some free to play games for Sony, like I said, yeah, PlayStation at Home, we know that. Mag, Killzone, Resistance, Metals. Like I say, not I say Metal Gear. It was a Metal Gear shooting game, I think. I'm not sure. It was a Metal Gear type of game. You guys know what I'm talking about. That was free. I'm not sure that was a PS4. It could be PS4. I could be wrong. I'm not trying to say Mod Nation Racers. I still play. I remember that was big back then. It was Starhawk. Was a sequel to Warhawk. That was also a fun game. They had Dust 514. I don't think it was exclusive, but it was mostly. I don't know. You have to back me up on that, 'cause I didn't even look that up entirely. But you know what I'm trying to say. And I think it was Twisted Metal was on a PS3 game too. And that was a multiplayer. And Jim Ryan says something that ticked me off. I had to look this up on the internet before I got on here to tell you guys. You can highlight the video and tell this tomorrow if you want to, because I think he never heard this either. Or you probably missed out on it, and you probably forgot. Y'all, this is what I heard. After I was tripping, he had said, no one talks about those games anymore. And no one even plays those games anymore. And he mentioned PS2 or someone say, what about PS2 1 or PS2 or PS1 games? He said no one plays or talks about those games anymore. Jim freaking Ryan, you need to go. You need to go. You got to get the hell out of there. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. I'm trying to keep it professional, y'all, but I'm not trying to lose my cool either. He needs to go. And I don't think he needs to go. He need to have someone else to stand above PlayStation that plays the game and interact with people. Because he doesn't play I can tell you he doesn't play or touch a PS5. He's just there for business. And to keep Sony afloat so he won't go bankrupt. That's why he's there. But when I remember, I had to look this up. In 2021 or 22, I had to look this up again. I think it was 2021. It was a couple years back. You remember? You guys know that they were trying to get rid of the PS3 and PlayStation Vita store, the PlayStation Network store for PS3 and PlayStation Vita. Yeah. Until one day they did that, and they had to warn people to say, y'all, make sure you get what y'all want, or we're shutting it down. That whole thing skyrocketed. The sales skyrocketed, and they were like, huh? People were buying our games? Oh. No, people were buying their games. Jim, people are buying their old games, bro. And it kind of got me thinking. Where the hell? What leads up to all this? I had to look at what happened. Where is Killzone coming? Where the next Killzone game coming out? And they said, and I could have sworn he said, We don't want our players experiencing old games because no one doesn't talk or play about them. We want people to focus on the new and the upcoming games only. Okay, that's fine and all, but do not leave out what made PlayStation PlayStation. You have to look back on PS3, so you have to worry about shit like Call of Duty. God dang, man, it's not hard to figure this out. All you gotta do is look back on Call of Duty. Not Call. See, I'm messing up. Yeah, all you gotta do is look back on the PS3 days and find out where multiplayer is big at. Because that's what y'all lacking at right now. Y'all were big on multiplayer back then on the PS3, and now I don't hear no one say that's cap. No, the thing, dude. I was on the PS3 on multiple time online. I was playing so much fun online with my friends multiple time on there. We have more fun playing on. I want to say Twisted Metal, but I remember myself playing Mod Nation Racer. That was the biggest hit on kart racing on PlayStation. We have PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royal on there, y'all. That was basically another Smash Brothers attempt from them, but it was the icons for PlayStation. And don't tell me no one wants to go back and replay them games on PS5. People want to go back and play Killzone on PS5. It's not hard. Mad could have been. SOCOM was SOCOM too. Y'all gotta brought. I never see. And the thing is, people like me never touched SOCOM. I missed out because I was a kid. I didn't know any better. All I cared about was Sonic the Hedgehog and the other things. But you get my point. They could have revived that, and now be a rival to Call of Duty. But they don't need Call of Duty. But hopefully like Marlon said, when those 10 years come, they're better, and during those 10 year span for that contract, they better be making a new first-person shooter game strictly for PlayStation only. And it better be SOCOM or Killzone or something. It's not hard. Why we don't need another Horizon? Why they focus on games on Horizon and remasters of Last of Us? We don't need that. We don't need that. Last of Us remaster. I just started playing Last of Us 2 not too long ago. We don't need a Last of Us Part 2 remastered or remake, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. We don't need that. And Jim, you're stupid. I hate to bring it down to you. You're stupid when it comes to this stuff, man. All you want to know why people people don't play those games or talk about those games because you don't interact with your friends. You stinking idiot. Jim, you don't interact with your fans, man. Oh boy. Jim doesn't interact with his fans, y'all. He stated, you can look this up on Google. He literally stated, I thought I was tripping. I didn't know. I could have sworn he said, no one talks or play about our games anymore. People are still playing Black Ops 2 on the PS3. People are still playing. I'm trying to think about PlayStation exclusives that's still out right now. I don't know it right now, but it'll come eventually. But I don't think, like I said, I think the servers are gone right now for I don't know. Y'all gotta correct me on this. I don't think Twisted Metal on PS3 is still going on right now. I know look up Starhawk 2. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But PlayStation also Battle Royale is gone. They could have made another PlayStation Battle Royale game, but give it to another, giving it to another developer studio. People still talk about these games, Jim. You guys are simply too stubborn to realize that people are still talking about these games. People trying to figure out why we ain't getting another Killzone. And Shadowfall, and the reason why Shadowfall kind of, I don't want to say failed, it was mediocre as heck. The reason why Shadowfall failed because it didn't feel like 2, it don't feel like 1 actually. It didn't feel like Killzone 1, 2, or 3. It felt like a spy type of Shadowfall. Killzone type of game. It felt like a Black Ops. It felt like Black Ops 1. You go mission by yourself and trying to fight off. No, we don't need that. We need a big. We need to go. But y'all need to look at back what y'all did with y'all games. Back in the PS3 days. Y'all say nope. Still, let's look for the future for PS4 and PS5. No, you do really need to look back at your old exclusive games on PS2, PS1 to PS. Look at PS1 to right now. Tell me how it looks right now. Jim, you have exclusive. You have all your Icon exclusive games, even for multiplayer. You choose not to look at them. Cause you think no one's not talking about them. You think no one's not playing them, even though I know people are playing them. I'm playing them now, cause I'm late to the party. I started to play. I have Resistance 1, 2, and 3. I never played it yet, but it's gonna be a day soon. I played Killzone 1, 2, and 3 already, and they were amazing. That thing's freaking amazing. Shadowfall was mediocre. Like IGN said, yeah, IGN was right. That thing was mediocre at best. It wasn't bad, it wasn't terrible either, but it was not the Killzone we remember. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Jim, you either gotta look at back. Jim, if you want people to go on your system and not care about Call of Duty like that, you guys got Bungie. They better be working on a first-person shooter game. Because otherwise, your fans will leave. Your multiplayer fan base will leave to Xbox or on PC. Hell, Nintendo Switch. But like I said, I don't think people want to Switch because the service ain't that great on there. But people still play it. This is a headache, man. This is a very headache. This is such a headache. My God. Jim, do better, man. Yeah, it doesn't take that long to figure out why Xbox is beating you guys in the multiplayer department. And figure out why Nintendo's beating y'all in the multiplayer department too. You may have the best first party studios in the world, but you have no multiplayer studios to work for y'all's multiplayer experience on PlayStation. Now, hopefully, like I said, I think Marlon said Red Factions. Yeah, wherever that next game coming out for multiplayer, I hope it's good too. Cause he'll jump on YouTube for that. So Jim, look back at your old games on PS3 and look back at it. You don't need a Call of Duty, man. People are trying to figure out what happened to Killzone. You're too stubborn to look at that. You're the reason why PlayStation's like that. You either step up or step down. I'm just a guy in my chair. Because people ain't gonna listen to me. But I've been playing PlayStation for ever since I was alive. I remember I had fun with the memories. But PS5 is still in the beginning stages right now. But people are talking about the PS6 at this point. When it comes to games, we all need to do better, man. Let's do better. Let's do better. PlayStation, I like PlayStation to death, but when y'all do stupid moves like this and worry about Call of Duty, y'all don't, like I said before, y'all had your own exclusives. It's not hard. Y'all did it before. I thought Mag was the Call of Duty and Battlefield killer, cause it doesn't look like that back then when it was released. PlayStation had everything. But Jim said no one talks about no one. Y'all can tell us this tomorrow. Jim said that gamers don't talk about games like that anymore. No one not talking about Killzone, y'all. No one not talking about Killzone. No one not talking about Resistance no more. Not Mod Nation Races either. Not Twisted Metal. No one not talking about that. No, people are talking about that, Jim. We're waiting for a new game. Yeah, y'all, we have the exclusives. I don't want to stay here that long. I know people got things to do, but y'all, we have exclusive games. SOCOM could have been the revival we all needed, and that would be probably a rival. That probably a rivalry for sorry, not Sony, but for Microsoft Call of Duty. Or heck, Call of Duty. This is not hard. You got Jim Ryan. Jim Ryan is the reason why we're not getting these games back. And I'm afraid that, and I'm afraid myself. Afraid like Killzone is like I love Killzone. These are the guys that don't think Killzone, a new Killzone game not talked about. Cause I did look this up and I tried to figure out why Guerrilla Games not making Killzone, even though they wanted to. Cause Jim Ryan said nope, no, we're not talking about the games. We want someone to focus on the new games instead. We don't want a Horizon game. We want another IPs or new IPs. Oh boy. Oh, have a good day, y'all. This is a dang shame. This is a dang shame. Jim Ryan, do better. Or you can catch a lot of heat for your fans, and your fan base will leave you.